Hello.
Hello? Hi. I'm gonna appear in a moment. Hi. Hello, it's been a while, I know. It's actually been about a week, but it feels like a month. So, I've got something new for today. We've got a new setting, by the way. How do you like it? Um, I think we're gonna start with a few videos and then we can head up to a new cookie game. I hope it will be really fun. So, actually, I know these are really popular, but I haven't seen any. At least not not the whole. Oh, the frog. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! There are ads. Who could have thought? Okay, it's gonna be over in a second, and I will show you.
Daily dose of internet. So this is really interesting, and I have no explanation for why, but this frog
Is this better?
refuses to jump outside of this circle.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah, see?
Damn, that laugh. Does it
These
really
police
have to
officers were
laugh like
gathering
that?
information about this woman's car that was recently stolen.
That's my car. That is? That was my car. Are you kidding me?
Doggies!
NASA has a cool device that can simulate what it's like to move around as
Oh.
if you were on the moon.
Oh my gosh.
I have a terrible, herbal tea for today.
Literally feels like you're Spider-Man.
No.
Stop.
Why are people doing this?
You swore.
Everyone knows about the cone of shame for dogs, but what about the cone of shame for hamsters?
It's not a con of shame. It's a con of
People keep messing around with
maintenance,
these food
healing.
delivery robots.
What is... Why?
I learned something new today.
Does it
and
really
it's the
have
fact
to do that
bunnies
to
will
the
stomp
poor
their feet
robots?
if they're upset about something.
Like, I'm sorry, you're mad, but you can't just jump out here. Ludwig, there's dogs here. And cats.
Hi. I'm actually mad at
Someone
you,
was
so...
waiting for a package to be delivered to their home when the delivery driver dropped it off, took a picture, and then took it away.
What is he doing? He just took it?
This is how a YouTube video can be viewed all over the world in less than a second. These are fiber optic cables that lay deep on the ocean floor, which makes today's internet possible. Over 99% of all data on the internet travels
It's
through
so
these deep
sad.
ocean cables.
Like, does this mean there's no internet in the ocean? But that's so sad.
Someone parked their
How
car
do
in a
fish
really bad
watch
spot.
YouTube? Oh no!
Sadly, that is the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Later.
Later. What about a tier zoo? What about the birds? No! No! Oh no! It's like the second browser that I don't actually use, so it's filled with advertisements. Again, I know.
Birds
I
are one
know.
of the most popular playable classes in the game, with a huge number of successful builds and tons of cool strategies. However, some of these strategies have clearly been more successful than others. So today we'll be going over the bird tier list to see which bird ranks highest. But before we get into looking at specific bird builds, let's do an overview of the basic attributes and special abilities the bird faction has access to, as well as a quick
They're so
rundown of
similar.
the history of the bird faction. So birds are one of the newer factions in the game, joining the game's roster during the latter part of the
Whoa.
Mesozoic expansion.
That
They began as
music.
an offshoot of the dinosaur faction that was specifically adapted to arboreal gameplay, but when the devs dropped the Cenozoic balance patch, these small avians were the only dinosaurs not to be hit by the banhammer. Fast forward to today's meta, and birds are one of the most successful factions in the game, owing this success to a handful of powerful unique abilities,
Is this
in
better?
addition to the obvious flying attribute. First of which is their beak. Now, beaks were not an entirely
Yeah, it's
new
better.
ability for the reptile
Okay.
player base, but birds went far deeper into the beak skill tree than most dinosaurs ever had, with many bird players opting for extremely specialized beaks to give them an edge in specific scenarios.
Whoa.
However, even the basic beak offers
Oh,
plenty
no.
of advantages. While their lack of teeth does mean that they deal reduced damage with their bite
Damn,
attack,
this
birds can be
crevice.
far more accurate with their pecking attacks,
So cute.
enabling them to hit weak points or secure grabs on smaller targets, such as the thin hurt box of a snake. Beaks also offer moderate protection, potentially reducing headshot damage and nullifying imprecise counterattacks. Beaks also offer some of the best stab type damage in the game,
Ah!
which when used accurately can deal massive damage on crit.
Oh wow,
Beaks
this
are
fish is
also
so
excellent tools
big.
for dealing with parasites. In fact, they're so good that oftentimes other less dexterous players will party up with bird support players in order to have a better matchup against parasites.
Ravens
Feathers also
are
a
the
unique and powerful
smartest.
trait exclusive to birds that
Everyone
provides
knows
excellent
that.
cold protection without causing the user to become too over-encumbered to fly. Feathers also offer pretty
Okay. I think we all can agree that Ravens just won this tier. There's no need to watch the whole thing.
substantial defense against crush-type attacks, which is especially important to birds because of their hollow bones trait. Hollow bones are another ability meant to synergize with the flying playstyle. Now, a common misconception is that bird bones are hollow in order to reduce equipment load, but actually they're hollow in order to let bird players fill them with air, which grants them
Wow.
a massive boost to their maximum stamina. Without this, it'd be extremely tough for a bird to fly for any significant period of time.
Actually, I didn't know
The
that.
trade-off, of course, is that a broken bone not only deals serious damage, but also potentially reduces the player's maximum stamina by a huge margin.
He's gonna
So a
die.
bird player will need all of the blunt damage defense it can get. And speaking of blunt damage, the bird's lower bone density means the bird's own blunt force strikes, like wing attacks, also deal reduced damage. The top tier bird builds are the ones that can best capitalize on the strengths of their class while mitigating potential weaknesses. That about covers the basics, so let's get into the tier list.
Kiwi and
At the bottom of the
Kakapo.
tier list, we have two flightless bird builds, both with essentially the same glaring weakness. These are the Kiwi and Kakapo. Kiwis are hilariously part of the same faction as ostriches, emus, and
Oh.
cassowaries. For some reason, they opted to give up the flight ability, but didn't use the extra available skill points to spec into gigantism like the rest of their squad did. The result is a build that can literally only exist on island servers where there is no active mammal player
Island
base,
servers.
aka New Zealand. The Kakapo is a flightless version of the parrot, and although parrots are undoubtedly excellent bird builds, the flightless weakness is too glaring to ignore. Due to invasive species like rats and cats establishing a presence on island servers, both of these flightless bird builds are seeing major
Can
declines
rats
in their
also,
player base,
like, eat
and I would not be
those?
surprised if they all ended up switching mains. Flight is just too strong an ability to pass up, which brings me to the next builds on my tier list. So I see what these builds were going for. Being giant could potentially make up for the lack of flight, but in practice this didn't quite pan out. While these are technically the strongest birds in terms of base power and defensive stats, for their weight class they are woefully
Alright.
underpowered. They're one of the few megafauna builds that can be taken down by cheetahs, when they should be able
I
to
really like
completely
his
annihilate
editing.
cheetahs with their powerful claws. Their huge weak point presents a lot of opportunity for counterattack too. So
No.
if they ever get too bold, they're setting themselves up for a tough loss. Lastly,
Whoa.
the fact that they
He
are
can
forced
break
to
his
nest
neck.
on the ground forces them into an even more vulnerable position than most birds, as ratite eggs are extremely valuable as loot. Objective defense is not an easy task even for high-tier builds, so for ostriches, emus, and cassowaries, this is a huge hurdle. Next on the tier list,
Hummingbird.
we have the hummingbird. This build spec'd purely into mobility and just about nothing else, and as a result is the only bird build with full 360-degree movement, similar to a dragonfly. This, combined with its extremely small size, enables the hummingbird to very quickly change direction mid-flight, allowing it to easily dodge attacks and fly around obstacles. More importantly, it allows the hummingbird to access nectar, which is an extremely valuable source of energy that's normally inaccessible to birds, since birds are usually too heavy to land on flowers and not agile enough to access nectar mid-flight. This all sounds great, but the hummingbird also has two very serious weaknesses. The first is pretty obvious. They have no combat prowess at all, and any attack they fail to dodge will send them right back to the character select screen. But
Have you seen this? They're like bugs bigger than hummingbirds. That's incredible. Also, I wanted to say recently I've been to the Zoology Museum and I've seen like soft hummingbirds, and that's incredible how, I don't know, it seems to be so hard to make those taxidermy things out of birds specifically, because you have to pinch every feather back, I believe, I don't know how that's made, but in reality it looks like real, and that's incredible.
But in addition to that, the insane energy cost of their flight ability, combined with their total lack of fat storage, means hummingbirds will run out of stamina very quickly if they can't constantly find
Same
food.
size as
To
the
me, this is a
butterfly.
high-risk, high-reward strategy where the risk far outweighs the reward, so I have to place them in F tier.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm sorry. What are those ads? I really have to leave this browser. Like, for real. It is so toss unfriendly. Okay, I can skip it.
We have the pigeon. The pigeon
Oh, we
build
have
doesn't
to
really
see
have
the
any critical
pigeons.
flaws, but they're held back by mediocre
What do you mean no critical flaws? Every game I played recently, like Yakuza Like a Dragon, Bomb Simulator, you have to fight with a pigeon, and that's incredible how much damage it makes.
stats. In particular, the pigeon is sorely lacking in any combat-focused stat, like power or defense. They do best in cities where their excellent navigation ability grants them an extra bit of safety by nesting among high-rises in loot-rich locations.
Have you seen their nests? I've seen a nest with like 2 little things, and that's all. And my friend recently got like a baby pigeon because apparently it fell from its nest built like this, and it would die otherwise, so she just like held it in her house in a cardboard box before it could fly again.
But even in cities, pigeon players tend to be the main source of XP for higher tier predators. Plus, if you're just
Whoa.
looking to play a bird build that's good at looting cities, there are better options available anyway.
Gulls are the best.
The peacock build is another generally understated build, with high HP but little else to rely on. It does, however, have one of the highest intimidation proficiency bonuses in the game, gaining a massive buff to all intimidation checks when its eye
I
spot
have
feather
to
ability
make
is
it wait
activated.
real quick.
As impressive as this ability is, the peacock's
I
actual
actually
attacks
forgot
do
to
very
tell
little
him a
damage,
line.
so any player able to resist being frightened will have a pretty easy win. The peacock's diamatic display also blocks vision behind itself, making a stealth approach by a third-party attacker extremely easy. And while they can escape by flying, the feathers of a peacock are so heavy that getting airborne takes a bit longer than most birds, which can be the difference between dodging or dying when under attack. The flamingo is a bit of an AFK class. Very minimal skill is actually required to pilot this build. They opted to spec into the filter
Done.
feeding ability.
Defeated.
Meaning all they really need to do to gain experience and progress their character is pick a random spot in the lake bed and start digging around with their beak, scoring free wins against things like snails and shrimp. However, when faced with a challenge from any player anywhere near its size, this build totally falls apart. They rely on water to impede the approach of predators in order to give them time to escape when attacked. However, this doesn't always work. Their pathetic defensive stats mean they
Monkey.
go down in 1 or 2 hits, and their slow flight startup means that oftentimes players will have time to rush them down even when they're in the water.
Oh, I didn't know they actually hunt
This is an easy
like
build
this.
to rack up a bunch of experience with, but also a very
Whoa.
easy build to defeat if you know their weaknesses.
Chicken.
Ah, the humble chicken. Often
Why
compared to the
humble?
T-Rex to exemplify how far the dinosaur faction has fallen. While I disagree with the implication, I don't disagree that chickens are indeed a low-tier build. While they aren't anywhere near
Well, once in my childhood, I went to like a countryside area, and the people there had like chickens, dogs, and whatever. Oh my god, those cocks. They were so nasty. They would chase you. They would protect their territory. I don't know. Those are like battle species.
as totally helpless as the kiwi or kakapo. They're still a barely average statted bird that lacks
Whoa.
the ability to fly for any extended distance.
What
They
happened?
can certainly hold their own against most similarly sized opponents, but with poor escape options and no unique abilities, this build faces an uphill battle against most opponents. Well, okay, I shouldn't say no unique abilities, but to be honest, their fast respawn rate kinda backfired on them due to humans using
They
the
can
factory
kinda-
farming strategy.
Jump real high.
Next in C tier we have the Vulture build, the tankiest variant of the Raptor subclass. A good tank build needs to be able to accomplish 2 things. The first is area denial, which vultures do quite well. A few of them can easily lock down a carcass, one of the most contested points of interest you'll ever
That's
see on the map.
music.
They can do this because of their large size and acidic projectile.
Romantic battles.
The other thing a tank must be good at is shrugging off hits, and this is where vultures fall short. Their thick feathers easily shield them completely from smaller attacks, but because of their hollow bones, blunt fours can easily crush their defenses and take them down in only a hit or two. So while they can defend a carcass from hordes of smaller scavengers, they don't have much counterplay towards bigger, more aggressive brawlers.
The command post is now under hostile control.
Oh, I like that
The
editing.
Woodpecker build spent the bulk of their evolution points optimizing and perfecting the peck attack, both in power and efficiency, with one goal in mind: to be able to hit insect players through cover. Burrowing is one of the safest, most effective ways insect players can
Ooh,
avoid
ew.
combat. But the Woodpecker
Ow.
absolutely demolishes this strategy.
Why does it look so
One of the main
bad?
advantages of this strategy is that having a powerful beak that's highly effective at drilling through wood also just means you've got a super sharp beak that's
Oh.
highly effective as a general purpose weapon. One of the main disadvantages of this strategy is that pecking at wood gives the woodpecker's location away, alerting more powerful predators to its presence, while it's in the middle of pecking and is distracted. One particular woodpecker build, the toucan, opted to spec into more bulk and an even more
That's
powerful
so
beak,
pretty.
which, while less useful for attacking insects through the wood,
So
is still extremely
cool.
powerful for PvP. All in all, interesting strategy. By no means flawless, but definitely has some solid strengths. So, I know I've been pretty hard on flightless birds up until now, so you might be surprised to see me rate penguins as upper mid-tier rather than low tier. The difference is, penguins actually swapped out their wings for an arguably equally viable alternative, flippers, which essentially allow them to fly through the water with incredible agility. This gives them a downright broken matchup against fish. However, this strategy is pretty much only viable on servers where there are no land-based predators that penguins would still need to worry about. So if for whatever reason a few polar bears ever spawn in the Antarctic server, it's kind of game over for that entire build. The predators they have to contend with in the water are even more dangerous.
Why are polar bears always so dirty? Like, have you seen? He's so like yellow and I don't know. Don't they have to be like same color at their area just to like hide? It makes actually no sense. It has to be white, but they're always yellow, as if they like gathering together and pacing on each other.
One-sided matchup. Their strategy is pretty cool and actually
Don't they
fairly
wash?
dominant
Don't
due
they
to limited
swim?
competition. But I wouldn't be surprised to see the entire penguin player base collapse if the devs ever add new DLC in the form of an Antarctic land predator, or even if they just buff the land mobility of the leopard seal. Still, top of C tier is a respectable position for a flightless bird. At the bottom of
Yes.
B tier we have the goose. I've got an
These
entire
are
video
actually
dedicated to the goose
dangerous.
build, but in short, the goose has solid base stats, including above average hit points. However, its abysmal power stat leads it to rely heavily on intimidation to secure territory. This can be unbelievably effective at times, and it's not uncommon to see top tier predators flee an encounter that they easily could have won. Still, the obvious flaw in this strategy is that if the goose's opponent resists being frightened, the goose will be wide open to a punishing counterattack. In addition, the goose's weak spot is easily exploitable by intelligent players,
Oh.
so careless aggression tends to be the goose's biggest strength and biggest weakness at the same time. All in all, still a surprisingly effective strategy.
Okay, but have you seen like the goose mouth? Let me check. I don't know what bird's mouth is called in English. Don't blame me. Yes, like have you seen this? They're the most dangerous ones.
The Heron build put a huge amount of evolution points into maxing out the puncture damage it can deal with its beak, and it did so to great success. Herons have one of the highest damage pecks of any bird, and frequently one-hit their targets, even those with scale armor like large fish and juvenile crocodiles. The effectiveness of their piercing attack is amplified by their long neck, which gives their attacks a deceptively long range, giving their
Oh.
strikes an almost cobra-like flash to them. They have downright oppressive matchups against fish, amphibians, and all other small aquatic builds. One vulnerability they do have is that their flight ability has a lot of startup, making it a bit less reliable as an escape option if they do happen to get ambushed. Still, it's certainly not terrible. Another weakness is that their long neck presents a bit of a weak point, making lunging forward with repeated pecking attacks a bit risky if you get too predictable about it. Good players will be able to punish careless lunges quite hard.
Sorry. Ads again. I will do something about it, don't worry. I will most likely move to another browser without ads. It just didn't come into my account, not to spoil everything. So I don't have premium on this one. It's free.
In high B tier we have the Falcon, a raptor build that opts to defeat its opponents using speed and superior maneuvering rather than actual power. Falcons actually have a below average power stat for a raptor, and don't deal particularly high damage in close combat. Their talons are pretty small compared to hawks, owls, and eagles, and so instead of slashing and stabbing with their claws, Falcons actually punch with their feet to disorient or concuss their target,
I didn't know that.
and then finish the fight with their more powerful beak. In the right situation, this can deal absolutely massive damage, enough to one-shot a mid-sized target at full HP. The drawback of this strategy is that Falcons can only dish out high damage when they have the time to build up speed first. This makes the Falcon a pretty poor defender for objective game modes, and means the Falcon can struggle to win fights if its first attack doesn't connect, as follow-up attacks will likely not have the same force built up as the first. Still, the burst damage potential of this build cannot be ignored, so it earns its spot in high B tier.
Songbird?
This might seem like an odd inclusion to cap off B tier, but songbirds are a highly efficient build for their size, and do deserve recognition on this tier list. This is a huge group, including finches, starlings, sparrows, wrens, and birds of paradise. And while some are flashier than others, they all have relatively similar stats, with extremely high agility being their core stat. Unlike many of the builds lower on the tier list that have difficulty getting themselves airborne quickly, songbirds have extremely low startup on their flight move, allowing them to reposition themselves easily and quickly. This makes their approach very difficult to punish, making songbirds excellent at chipping away at defensive players, and makes them great at stealing loot from slower builds.
Yoink.
Their safety in numbers strategy can actually be somewhat intimidating and disorienting too, making it rather difficult to attack a party of songbirds mid-flight.
Cool.
While they certainly aren't invincible, having one of the lower HP stats among birds, they're an often overlooked but undoubtedly successful bird build. At the bottom of A tier we have the Swan. The Swan is essentially a goose that has the power stat to actually back up its attempts to intimidate. The wing attacks that most bird players use do very little damage and aren't very useful aside from pushing other players around. The Swan's wing attack can break bones and concuss foes. Because of this, Swans are one of the best builds at controlling important points of interest, as their hyper-aggressive playstyle can result in huge territory gains. Of course, they do have the same weaknesses as geese, so targeting the Swan's neck with an attack can defuse the threat. But this is a bit riskier of a play against a Swan than against a goose. All around, sturdy defender, definitely A tier. Next in A tier we have the Owl, the Avian faction's premier stealth assassin build. It owes this reputation to its special ability, which allows it to fly completely silently. This makes the Owl's strikes very difficult to defend against, as players just about never see them coming. While not as stacked in the power department as their daytime counterparts, Owls do have quite solid base stats. While they aren't likely to one-shot high HP targets, they do have enough force behind their attacks to be able to defend themselves and their territory, even from powerful enemies. In addition to granting the Owl the Silent Flight perk, the Owl's thick, bushy feathers offer additional defense against attacks, enabling it to stand its ground in important objective defense scenarios. Interestingly, the Silent Flight perk did come at the cost of the waterproof ability that most bird feathers have, meaning that falling into the water or getting caught in a rainstorm can actually disable the Owl's flight ability. A pretty unique weakness, and certainly something that can be played around, but interesting nonetheless.
I'm not playing anymore.
In the middle of A tier we have the Eagles and Hawks. Hawks and Eagles follow the same basic strategy, both having tailored their builds to focus on dealing maximum damage with their talons. Hawks are the smaller variants of this group, and because of this they are far more agile. While not as powerful as eagles, their agility enables them to weave through cover better than most birds of prey. This makes them well suited for rushing down players both in open terrain and in dense, difficult to navigate terrain like forests. Eagles, in contrast, are much more powerful, but their larger size and wider wingspan prevents them from entering dense forests. Still, in open prairies and mountains, eagles can be incredibly effective, dealing absolutely brutal damage with their enormous dagger-like talons, enough to take down players in higher weight classes without even requiring team strategies. These are without a doubt some of the strongest bird builds in the game for PvP, and have been for quite some time. At the top of A tier we have the grappler tank hybrid, the Pelican. The Pelican's main strength is its throat pouch. Grappling enemy players can be a highly effective takedown strategy, but birds struggle with this since they can't use their wings to grab, and since their beaks aren't always the most reliable grappling weapons, sometimes leading to targets escaping. The Pelican's grapple is, in contrast, almost totally inescapable, and works on targets much larger than you might think. While this attack style is most effective against fish, it's quite powerful against other bird, rodent, and amphibian players, although it does have its limitations. This, combined with the Pelican's overall bulk, makes it one of the most difficult birds to take down in single combat, and enables it to stand its ground against even top tiers like canines. So those of you who follow the channel for a while can probably guess what the top tier birds are going to be. If you can't, that's probably a good indication that you should be subscribed.
I bet there is a raven. Come on.
Those of you wishing the devs could unban the Velociraptor build, look no further than the Secretary bird, as it has basically all the same awesome abilities and more. Hunting on foot and in pairs, they prove time and time again that striking from the sky is overrated. They can easily defeat other high-tier builds such as the Cobra and Mongoose with their high damage kicks. Their stomp move has extremely high accuracy, allowing Secretary Bird players to score game-ending headshots with ease, and they do all this without completely sacrificing their flight ability. If they ever find themselves outmatched, which only ever happens against builds in higher weight classes, they can still retreat to the sky or treetops. The fact that this strategy works in Africa, one of the most unforgiving servers of all time, is proof enough to me that this is the optimal raptor. These last two builds are about equally matched, both opting for the same specialization, intelligence. Parrots are an extremely unique build with several powerful abilities, not the least of which is their sonic shriek, which can drive away just about any player who invaded their territory, especially when employed by a coordinated team. In addition, due to their prehensile beak, parrots have the highest dexterity of any bird, putting them among the best users of the tool use ability. And with an extremely high lifespan, if there was any build that could replace humans if humans ever get their intelligence nerfed, I'd bet on the parrot. I made an entire video on parrots if you're interested, but when it comes to intelligence, there's one avian build that arguably outclasses them.
No, not again.
Это же знаменитая.
Not again. It's gonna be over in a sec. I'm sorry. Okay. Last part.
Ravens also opt for a high intelligence playstyle, but with a far more expansive social aspect to it. While plenty of bird builds use cooperative team strats, the best corvids operate using a network effect, where knowledge is shared with a huge amount of players over vast distances. This knowledge can include useful points of interest, or even blacklists of dangerous areas or players to avoid. But even individually, corvids have a lot going for them. With significantly higher stealth than parrots, corvids are much better at staying out of conflict. Their pointy beaks, while not as useful for tool use, are a much better combat tool for dealing quick damage.
They can be really
it's also more useful for pressuring and poking opponents, or for provoking larger players into battle, so that they can reap the benefits of the aftermath. Corvids are one of the best builds at making use of human-made items, and quickly figure out ways of abusing the system to score quick loot. All in all, corvids are basically what you'd get if you gave monkeys wings. Easily a top-tier build. So there you have it, the complete bird tier list. Or rather, as complete as I thought possible for YouTube. If I didn't do a segment on your favorite bird, please let me know in the comments. Despite being the longest video I've ever made,
Okay. Should we like go watch, I don't know, maybe Reddit recap real quick? Maybe not the whole Reddit, but like LSF at least. What about it? And then we can head up to the game, maybe. I don't know, I just want to check what's going on real quick. Amazing Cutie horribly burned.
You are such a bitch. Anyway, Minx, listen.
Miz, don't you have an e-girl like scheduled to come show her tits on your stream?
What?
At least my
What?
e-girls can show their tits, cutie. What do you got going
What?
on?
I don't know, maybe real content. Have you ever heard of it?
What, making Ludwig's room into a therapy office? Is that it?
I don't know, they're just being like friends. That's pretty normal, I'd say. What? Why is everything about Cutie again?
Set up the whole thing and then it like doesn't work.
Worst
Oh
case
my
it
god.
flops, I'll start a new podcast with Emmy Rue. I heard she replaces you in a lot of things.
Okay, here we go. We'll do a podcast where we just like try to make each other not friends with each other anymore.
That'd be funny.
Dude, I would cry within the first like 2 minutes, 100%.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That is true though, except
Is this,
she's doing
like,
better, dude. She's sitting at
specifically
16K today.
entertaining?
You ain't got nothing on this, bud. Yeah, right in your face. I'm squirting for years. You ain't got nothing on this here. You ain't got nothing on this, bud.
I don't know.
Yeah, here, say back. Oh, squirt right in your face. I'm squirting for years.
I mean, the sound was cool, but what is it? What am I like specifically looking at? Okay. You know what? I guess we should just like head up to the game. LSF can be really like not fun sometimes. Okay, thank you for staying here. Let me just go to the game screen. Okay. I hope the sound is great today. So, I've prepared a really old school game called Nosferatu, the Race of Malachi today. So we're gonna check it out. I'm playing it for like the first time ever. I'm going with easy mode because I've got no idea what to expect. And it's like really old one, so I don't know if I will be able to like play normally from a keyboard and all of that. So we'll see. I've heard this is like really spooky but fun at the same time, and that's what I'm looking for. If you know games like this, like let me know. I'm gonna check it out and play on stream for sure. What is happening?
On a misty October night in the Transylvanian mountains, you arrive to join your family and some of their closest friends at Castle Malachi, where your sister Rebecca is to be wed to the son of the wealthy Romanian count. Arriving a day later than your family, you're thrilled about the reunion and the festivities that will follow. However, as the coach taking you from the train station hurries through the fog towards the dark and ominous-looking castle, you get a horrible feeling that everything is not what it is supposed to be.
I'm already feeling that everything's not what it's supposed to be. Especially the graphics.
As the coach drops you off at the castle gates, you're left alone in the dark, your torch barely illuminating the large blackened gates in front of you. An icy wind sends a horrifying chill through your bones as you manage to push the massive gates open. Walking through the vault towards the empty castle plaza, you prepare yourself for the worst. God help us all.
What is happening? Okay, we'll see. Maybe it's okay. I don't know. The Anton stone-laid country yard front a huge ancient castle. Okay, what's happening? Main country yard is twin west wing. I found your cane sword. Okay, but how do I use it? Apparently I can like fight with my hands or something. Is there like a menu? I don't know, nothing? Oh. A sword. Okay. This sound. Oh my god. There's a gun. What is that sound? My god. What is happening? Actually, this whole music and the atmosphere makes me... I'm having
James! The pain! I can't take it much longer. Please, bring Dr. Ammersfield.
Take my crucifix, the vampires will back away from it. I'm bound at belly, perhaps I'm gonna die. Okay, how do I escape? Where is the crucifix? Oh. So... You know what? It actually makes me feel like I'm live streaming in this game and I'm holding the camera in like a second arm and I can only use one hand. So it's like a sword or a crucifix. The other hand is like a camera and I don't... You know... I'm just feeling myself. Equipment. Started a fire. What is happening? I don't understand. What did it say? Okay, whatever. Oh, a door. I've got no idea what the goal is. I don't know what's happening. So I like can't come in or something. I want to get in. How do I make my hands empty again? What are those sounds? Can I get out? What? I can't come out? What is happening? This is like a bug. I can't go on. What about controls? Let's see. Reload, drop, action, shift. Okay. Show photo. Pedo. What is pedo? Oh, inventory page down. Oh my god, who made this? Okay, so I guess I have to try shift. Oh. What is happening? I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh my god, I wasn't ready. Okay, let's try again. I'm gonna try my best to be better at this. Actually, it was surprising. It died really easily. again. A sword.
James!
Okay.
The pain!
Crucifix, I believe.
I can't take it much longer.
Okay.
Please, bring Dr. Amersfield.
Bring Dr. Amersfield. Okay, it's closed. You need East Wind to open this door. What is this? Maybe that's simply the place that I Whoa! I'm still dead! I can't believe it! Okay, maybe we'll go to the other direction this time. Okay. A sword. Man falling down. Where's she falling from? There is no
James! The pain!
crucifix.
I can't take it much
I'm
longer.
gonna go another direction. What is this box?
Oh.
I can't do anything? Okay. Oh, these are just decorations. Ooh. These are some Valorant level decorations in the game. House package. I found the wooden stake. Okay. Okay. Alright. So what can I do? I believe the stores... Oh, have to find a key from this door there and from that door here. Okay. Nobody's falling here, by the way. So... There's really nothing I can do? There was no door. Why am I walking like this? A key! Well, we have to find out what kind of key this was. East wing. What is this? Wooden stake? How can I use it? What is this? Okay. What this? Like a bare hand? Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna go with a sword. This is scary. Oh my god! Look at my house. Do I have like something to feel better? I didn't know this game is so hard. Actually scary. I'm afraid to go inside. Please no. I don't have like a light bulb. Anything. Not even a torch. Do I have to research this area first? Do Did I get it? Wooden stake. Oh, a chest. What is this? Oh, ammunition for machine, but I don't have a machine gun. That's interesting that I can actually like play against vampires with a machine gun. It doesn't make pretty much sense. I don't know why the doors keep closing. Whoa, whoa, what is music? Oh my god. 66 damage. I'll slap. I need to heal, please. I need to heal. Oh, thanks God. But how do I use them? Can I keep them for later? Oh, I believe it's impossible and you're just using your house boxes here. Damn, this game is so bad and like so old, but it's still kind of creepy and scary. It's hard to explain. Oh my god. I didn't want to kill a doggy. Do you hear this music? It's actually scary. I don't know, they don't make games like this anymore. It's like so simple, but so scary. Oh, I feel like the light is good. Light is really good against vampires. Gunpowder and bullets, but I don't have any gun. Why do I need bullets when I don't have a gun? Oh my god, it's actually gonna give me a heart attack. What is this, a book? Father's Encyclopedia? I guess I'm gonna become one of those skeletons eventually. Why am I walking like this? My legs should be broken or something. Do you hear? He's like scared too. Are they respawning there or something? How much more? I feel like they're respawning there. Like really. Anyone else? There's a portal. This music. What is happening? Where do they come from? What was it? What are they saying? I can't interact with it. Oh no. Oh no. This is like a completely dark room. Oh no. I'm not ready. Okay. I hate this door that I keep blocking. What is this? It's also annoying that I'm just completely lost. I don't know where I'm going. I don't have a map. There is no map here. I actually feel like when you're going up in games like this, it's getting hotter and hotter, and you have to like maybe restart the ground floor first in order to get like maybe a gun. What? Okay, I don't know what's happening here, but I'm really pissed.
Oh, James. What took you so long?
It wasn't fair. They like gave us a letter for the whole screen, but you're in a battle in that very moment. It's unfair. And I can't read the story again, so I don't know what was written. What is happening? Who is this? Who is this lady? What about the crucifix on her? I feel like she doesn't like it. Can I maybe kill her? Aunt Emily just died. You must rescue the others. I'm the best rescuer. Okay. 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 You know what? She would become a vampire in this area anyways, so... They respawn! I told ya! They do respawn. Where do they come from? What is this? What is this? Where? What is this? A staircase. Damn, I've got chills right now. I didn't actually expect it to be this scary, or I haven't been playing horrors for a long time. Oh my god. It's locked. Garrison key. Okay. I hate this labyrinth. No! 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 But could I save? I can't believe I have to do everything from the beginning. No! Okay, I will try to save this time. I will try. I didn't know it works like this. It's like a really old one. And I'm pissed and annoyed with this too.
James!
We're like, okay.
The pain!
I gave a crucifix.
I can't take it much longer.
Okay.
Bring Dr. Hammersfield.
What's that? Gunpowder. Why can't I stack my house packages? Also, it really feels like my leg is broken, or I'm wearing like really uncomfortable shoes. Maybe I didn't have to use those, I don't know. Also, I feel like I had to find a key already. Where can it be? did find the key here last time. More gunpowder, what do I have to do with it? Like, tell me. Where'd this go? What is this? Do I have to walk around with a crucifix? Oh yeah, let's try to save. Did it save? Oh yeah, it did. Okay. I will try to save more and more. Okay, so there's nothing else I can do, right? Oh! I came into this coffin and it damaged? Really? I didn't know it works like this. Okay, something really bad is happening here. Come on. Close the door! He's shooting at me! What is this doggy? I'm really scared of this area. Were they going to prepare this dog? Like to roast it? Like really? I don't actually have a key. What is this? Where am I keep falling? Wooden stake. I didn't know it's generating because I've got different stack of things last time. The office cage key to unlock. Okay. I don't have it. Maybe the main vampire has a cage, the office cage key. He's keeping my dog Gigi locked. I don't even know if that's my dog. Ace Twin key. Maybe I've missed something, but the last time I found a key over there. What is this? Oh. Can I like... I could build this. No key here. But the last time I found a key here, right there. So I don't know what to do. What is happening? There are no other doors. What? Oh my god. I didn't see this area the last time. Look at this moon. And you still can't see anything. If there is a moon this large, you have to absorb a lot. I don't even understand where I am. This door must be locked too. Castle key. Use a crucifix and water to make it holy. Holy water splashes on creatures of darkness from it. Chalice is a powerful weapon. Okay, but how do I get it? How do I get water? How do I take water? A key. Eastwind key. Okay, tell me how to get water. Maybe with my hand, so I could just breathe it and splash it onto the monsters. No, I can't. I can't. I can't. Oh, what this? Keys found. Alright, who are these people? But actually there's no map and it's annoying. I'm gonna save every second this time. I don't care. Is he like 50 years old? I don't even know what my character looks like. Okay. We're going in. There has to be someone. What about the gun? Whoa! I don't. Do you remember I've got like a stock of bullets? Apparently, it all was just for one shot. Hard to believe, I know. Okay, monsters. Health back. Health back. Okay, I think there was another door. Oh, it's scary. I hate these doors with like clothing by themselves. The sound! It was a creepy horse sound. More wooden stakes. What that? Revolver. Medium health. Okay. Okay. Is someone gonna chase me again? My god, this game looks so bad, but I'm gonna have a heart attack for sure. I'm so easily to get scared. Oh my god. Those sounds! Game design was so good back then. Vampires are creatures of the night. And during the day they enter coma sleep. So areas with windows are safe. And that's like the main idea, I guess. Nothing to see here. I don't know, it's actually scary. It should be safe, because there are windows. Ah, I'm stuck! What is this? Oh, there was a windows. Can I see some monsters? Tower key. Okay. If someone's gonna jump on me out of the dark, I'm gonna sleep so bad tonight. Oh my god, what is that? Can I have like one of those? I can't get it. I want it so bad. I need it. I can't get it. Oh god, no. My god. Oh no, there's this place. There's another one. These doors look like a elevator door. They're just closing. So dangerous. They just respawn. They jump out of the hole. They're jumping out of the hole. There wasn't anyone. Okay, I'm leaving this place. Oh my god. What is this? There's a shadow. Can't believe it. I hope the loading will work. Yes. Yes. But actually I don't remember where I have to go. Where did it come from? Still scared as fuck. Especially with my character poison Guys, come on, it's not funny anymore. Hey, maybe actually I have to get here first. Yeah, I do remember this place. Is this a place where we save like auntie something? I don't know, guys. I'm so pissed. Horror games are low-key just not for me. So I'm getting so scared. I've had a headache before hopping on. Now it's even worse. It jumped from the ceiling. I saw that. It jumped from the ceiling. Okay, those doors closed. I don't want to get in there because I just died. Where do I have to get now? What? What is this music? What is this? What is happening? What? What is happening? You're dying so easily. Oh, bro. I've got 30 health points. I really need a medical kit right now. I'm basically keep respawning from different places all the time. It's actually cool because it's unpredictable, but I hate it. Anyone would hate it. Hiding from? Does it mean that there's even a bigger monster? Ah! Again? From one hit? Oh my god. It's actually so scary. You don't understand. And I've got so little health. It's shooting at me. Did you mention that it has different kinds of weapons every time? Can't believe it. Okay. What side this time? What side? Okay, okay. I have to save here. I really want to make the sounds lower. I just can't anymore, it's so scary. So, okay. Like through the doors. There's another one.
Oh, thank God you're here, James.
It's a doctor. Can I interact? How do I keep finding all of those health packages and I don't have more health? What is the sound again? I can't be more scared.
Defend us, James!
What do you mean? How?
Defend us, James!
I'm trying, okay? I'm trying. Oh my god. Do I have just to bring him out of the tower? Okay. Garrison key. What is this? This is the most powerful. Okay, I've got it gone. Now I really wasn't prepared for this game. It's so scary. It doesn't look like that. I know, but it's actually so scary. Maybe it's all because of those sounds. I don't know. The whole atmosphere. Like, what is this sound? Okay, maybe if the doors killed the dog. I don't even see a thing. It's stuck! Look at it, it's so stupid. What? Health package! I'm coming! Health package, I'm coming for you. Nothing else. How disappointing. I don't know, do you hear this music? It's just manipulating your feelings. Seven again? Oh my god. No, I actually didn't search this area. Yeah, health? I think that I'm fighting with a sword all the time. Okay, I have to save, I'm sure. Because I only have 20 health. It's not a good sign. Is that okay? I have to heal. They really want me to fight with a gun or revolver, but I'm so bad at
James.
shooting.
What took you so long? I'll follow you anywhere, James.
Okay. Saving. Okay, as long as I don't have to kill the lady. Is she following? She's so funny. Oh my god. Why is her... What do you call it? Like, animation? Why is her animation like that? Are they gonna respawn some monsters or something? Okay. That's the area we haven't been to yet. According to the music, there has to be a screamer. What is a dog? What is this? What is happening? What happened? What is on that ceiling? Oh, the dog is stuck. Oh no, it didn't work. It didn't work. Okay.
I'll follow you anywhere, James.
Here? A response here? I didn't want to. Where is the door? Okay. Going strong. We alright? It was this door. Oh. Okay, okay. This is really hard. But since the door is so hard, I believe there is something important, like maybe even a key. There were no monsters for a really long time, so I bet we're gonna see them now. This is a labyrinth. It's chasing me. Oh my god. Only 15 health? You know what? I'm gonna save here. Expecto Patronum doesn't work on them. So what can we try? Maybe this? Maybe this one. When did they respawn? After the key. What? How did I die? I didn't see them. How did I die? I'm sorry for the loading screen thing. It's like just an old game. What about the gun? We haven't really tried it. So did it die? It's funny that I keep finding this, but I don't have any for my gun. One house? Really? Do I really have one house? Oh, you telling you can't see it? Wait a minute. I believe it's because it's like made square. Let me check. Game capture. No, I really want to keep it like whole screen. I feel like that would be better. But when it's whole screen, you can't see a tiny part. Especially like the lowest bar when my health is shown. I believe this actually looks better as if it was windowed and you would see like with the bars from the sides. It cracked! It's actually not working anymore. Damn. Oh my god. I'm trying to resume, but it's not working anymore. And now my whole screen is just scratched. Wait a sec. Oh, it just cracked. My god, I'm sorry. It just cracked and I can't do anything about it. I don't think there is a way. So, there are like several things we can do next. We can like play something else, or we can just leave and the stream here. I don't think anyone would be like strictly disappointed. Okay. Okay. So what should we do for now? I can play something else, but I don't want. I don't know if you want to see that because it's like the spooky season. I really wanted to keep things like cozy and spooky related, maybe horror games all the way. So I don't know what exactly you want to see. Um, I can go play like New World for a little bit or maybe something else. I really want to hop on Dota again after the international, but I'm so bad at it, like as most people are. So I don't know if that's entertaining enough for you to watch me learning again because I haven't been playing for several years already, like maybe 2 years. Even though I have thousands of hours played, it changed drastically in the past time. So yeah, it would be really difficult to start again. So I have to like start from scratch and learn everything. Have to be a student of Dota. So what you think? Should we go play New World for a little bit? I can do that actually. I actually can. So let me just change the whole description of the stream and everything, and I'll check if there's like a reasonable queue for the game. Check. Okay, as far as I can see, the queue for the game is really high, so I have several things